Hello, my friends. This is BobbieD coming to you live from the Lombon, Cebu, Philippines. Having an awesome time in the Philippines today. Hope you are as well. For today, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about how to deal with the Filipino that's disrespectful, rather. How? Yeah. She talked to you any kind of way. She give you speak to the hand, all kind of craziness coming from her. But you guess the thing is that you love her. You really care for her. Yeah. But you're so tired. You're so tired of the attitude. You're so tired of the obnoxious behavior. Yeah. And you want it stopped. You want to put a stop to it. You want to put an end to it, but you want to keep the relationship flowing, right? We're going to talk about that today. Thumbnail for the day, no hocus pocus, just thumbnail. Here we go. I'm tired of this, man. I'm so tired of this. You always treat me like this. You always talking to me any kind of way. I'm tired of this. So what do? Throw up your hands in the air, act like you just don't care? What do, mister? Cry like a baby? She don't talk me like that. What do? Slap her? No? Stop the check. You're paying it monthly, right? Yeah, if you're in a relationship with a Filipino online, long distance relationship, you paying her something. She ain't gonna talk to you. Most of the time, 90% of the time, you send her a check. You send her a Western Union, whatever you want to call it. Send her some money. Okay. So what do? Put a stop to money because she disrespect you? She call you out your name? Man, there's ways to deal with that, Filipino. There's ways to deal with any woman, any person, any bate that disrespects you while maintaining your respect for yourself as well. A lot of times, when people disrespect us, we get on their level. And so we disrespect ourselves by disrespecting them back. Crazy is that, man? You got to have some sense when you deal in this world. I've been in this world a long time, you know? And because I've been in this world a long time, I've done a lot of crazy stuff. I know not what to do. I know not what to do. Okay. I know to stay away from certain things. And you don't want to fight fire with fire. You got to have some sense. You got to have some intellect. You got to have some discipline. You got to have some articulation, conversation. You have to reach that woman's mind. When you reach a woman's mind, it goes to the heart. And then you got her captivated. She will listen to you. And when you tell her something, she will respond appropriately. But when you fight fire with fire, she calls you out your name, you call her. What? That's childish. We're grown adults. Who wants to be treated like a kid when you're a grown woman? You're a grown man. Let's grow up. I got 5, 6 things to go over with you today. No hocus pocus, yes, folks for today. So we're talking about how to deal with this disrespect for the people. Okay? Here's our focus, guys. Number 1, stay calm. We're going to talk about you got to stay calm. Number 2, address the behavior, not the person. Number 3, express your feelings. Number 4, seek understanding. Number 5, set your boundaries, baby. Number 6, choose the right time and the right place. Yeah, you got to do the right time, right place. Number 1 is what? Stay calm. Here we go. Stay calm, man. No? She said, well, she called me out my name. She called me the B word, she called me the N word. Stay calm, buddy. Just because somebody call you something, you're going to get all frustrated? Act the fool, want to slap her? What is wrong with you? You want to cut her check off? What is wrong with you, mister? You say you love her, right? Hold on. I'm be honest. You say you love her, right? Or you just playing, you just using her for a squeeze. You just using for a pushing, for the cushion. Smack that, cha-cha-cha, That what you're using it for? If that's what you're using it for, it don't matter how you respond. Because she's not a person to you. She's an it. She's a commodity. She's a thing. But guess what? If you love her, she's not an it. She's not a commodity. She's not a thing. She's a person that you care for, you share for, you shed a tear for. And because of that, you want to go and reach her in the right way. So number 1, stay calm. This is a fool to get upset and does things because they're angry and out of anger or out of emotions. You got to stay calm, okay? Take a moment, collect your thoughts. Collect your emotions. Respond. When you respond impulsively, anger and disdain and frustration, it escalates the situation. You can't, I just told you, you cannot fight fire with fire. How you gonna put the fire out and you just as hot as she is? Can you tell me, please? I would like to know that. You got to calm yourself down. Now, I remember when I was a kid, when I was younger, man, somebody said something. I said, you said, what? I'll get back with them, man. That was my thing. I would let nobody say nothing to me out the way without what I call getting back with them. In other words, I would get on their level. They go low, I go low. Instead of doing like Michelle Obama said, when they go low, you go high. I went low with them. And that's not the way to handle the de-escalate situation. You know, and that's what grown, mature adult people do, right? Are supposed to do. De-escalate rather than escalate. I just saw a thing on the news today about a congressman. He was trying to fight in Congress, man. A senator. They had a panel hearing for some kind of committee, whatever. And the senator that was talking to the witness said, "We want to fight." I mean, a lot of, you know, and I'm just paraphrasing, but he said, "We want to fight. Let's get up and fight." I said, "What?" I was like, "What is this? The way the United States Congress has come to, the Senate has come to?" Look, man, that's not the way. Brutality never solve your answers. Okay, unless you just one of them mean-spirited people, you don't give a flip about nobody, not even about yourself. If you care about yourself, first of all, you will never resort to fisticuffs. Get into all this like this, that's childish behavior. Nobody does that nowadays except idiots. This is 2023. Okay. You don't put your hands up, say let's do this. You don't do that. If you do, you're an idiot. You use your head. Lead. People that are successful in life are led by the head and by the spirit of the Most High God. Okay? If you ain't got no intelligence, you better have the spirit of the Lord working for you, or you're gonna be in trouble. Not trouble, but trouble. Right, yeah, but you got to stay calm, man. How do you stay calm? Focus on what's important. Don't focus on what they say to you. Focus on what you are, the kind of person you want to be, your goals in life, how you want to strive, how you want to carry yourself. Those things. Okay, she said, she called me an N-word. Oh Lord, that's the way. That's hard for me, man. That's one of the worst things you can do for me, because I've been called that all my life. Crazy from crazy, stupid, ignorant people. And when I was younger, I had trouble dealing with it, but now I can deal with it like nothing, because I know who I am, what I'm about, and those are just words. They don't bother me. They tell me that you're an ignorant person. And how do you deal with ignorant person? You ignore them. You move on with your life. Okay, so you got to stay calm to get to a point where you can ignore somebody. You got to stay calm to get to the point where you don't have to respond impulsively and in your anger. You got to stay calm in order to do what? Not escalate the situation, but de-escalation the situation. Number two, what? We're talking about how to deal with a disrespectful Filipina. Address the behavior. You with me so far? I say you with me so far. Address the behavior. Okay. Don't go after the person, because then it becomes combative. You're attacking me as a person, and I'm going to attack you back. That's how most people respond. But address the behavior. Excuse me? Are you becoming angry? Are you frustrated towards me? Are you talking to me in a belligerent manner? Are you talking to me disrespect? You know, the behavior is what you deal with. Okay. When you put it in an objective manner, people have a tendency to reflect on what you're saying. But when you put it in a personal manner, that's how they take it personally. Yeah. And when a person feels that you're attacking them from a personal standpoint, they want to attack you back. It's self-defense. But you have to be smart and work hard. Okay. Yeah. Take a moment to collect your thoughts and emotions. Responding impulsively escalates the shit. I just told you that, man. Address the behavior. Excuse me, Janet. You call me cheap. And you know I'm not cheap. You're trying to disrespect me? What's wrong? What's the real problem behind those words? Check the behavior, not That's how you get disrespect as a result. That's how you catch people in their mess. You make them reflect on what they said. And in the process of their reflection, then you have a tendency to de-escalate rather than escalate. That's what a lot of policemen need to learn, how to de-escalate a situation. You know, a lot of people will be alive right now. Hold on one second. A lot of people be alive right now, black, white, blue, brown, I don't care. If policemen were taught more how to de-escalate rather than escalate, okay? Learn to deal with the behavior and not the individual. You know, policemen talk, well, you know, he looked like he was aggressive. And he said the wrong thing to me. He told me, he cussed me out. I don't play that. What's the behavior? Are you dealing with the behavior? Are you taking it personally? That's the problem. Policemen take what people do to them, many of them do personally, and it causes more escalation of the situation rather than de-escalation. Number three is what? Number three. We'll run through this real quick. Express your feelings, man. You know, you got to tell you what's on inside. You know, Sheila, look at baby, you know, I love you and I appreciate you being my girl, you know what I'm saying? You the sweetest thing in the world to me, baby. You rock my world. What you said just a moment ago, you know, I really didn't appreciate that. You know, it caused me to feel some kind of way, you know, and that's not the real person I think you are. I've never seen that behavior, and I've noticed the word behavior. I've never seen you behave that in that manner. Can we talk about it? Express your behavior. Okay. And I'm going opposite. I'm telling you things opposite of what you normally would do. Many of you just brutal. You're just a brute. I'm just being honest. Many men are just brutal, and they act very in a brutish manner. Come here. Who you talking to? Yeah, that's what we do. So that's what many men do. Yeah, and it's the wrong thing to do. You can always resolve an issue without force, without violence, without physical confrontation. That's the last thing. Unless your life is being threatened or something like that, you don't want to touch nobody. And then you ain't have to, even if your life is being threatened, you can run, right? Yeah. So look, that's the wrong way to do it, man. Always try to express your feelings. Use I statements. Okay. Express, you know, statements to express how disrespectful the Hebrew was. Yeah, I feel you made me. I feel you made me feel. You made me feel small by the words you said to me. You made me feel less than a man by what you said. I don't feel. I don't feel that those words were necessary. Share your feelings. Okay, and don't blame her for doing it. It's just a behavior that she exhibited to you. Yeah. Why? The question is why she exhibited those behaviors and said those words. That's the back end of what you got to get to. If you want to de-escalate the situation, if you want to resolve the situation, if you want her to respect you, again, okay? And then you got to look at why she said that, and then why, if she's disrespecting you, you have to understand why behind the disrespect, so that you can gain the respect that you once had back. Sometimes you can never get that respect back. Or if you get to a point like that, you got to move on. Okay. Number 4, getting ready to go out this door, man. I ain't playing with y'all. Seek understanding, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Stay calm, address the behavior, express your feelings, and then you got to seek understanding. Yeah. Ask her for her perspective. Tell me how you feel about this, Sheila. You call me the N word, you call me out my name, you call me the B word, you call me out my name, you call me cheap. How do you feel about this? Why would you say those things to me, Sheila? What's the meaning behind this behavior that you're coming out with these bombastic terms towards me? And you know I never dealt with you on that level, so why would you come out with these things? Express yourself, then seek understanding. I'm trying to understand why you did this. You know? There may be some cultural differences. You know, cultural differences mean sometimes Filipinos say stuff that we don't understand. It has a different meaning in their language, in their culture, you know. Something that you're not aware of, you know, contributed to her behavior. Somebody might have cussed her out. She might have had a bad day at work. You know, anything could happen that contributed to her attitude and her behavior being disrespectful to you. But if you don't seek understanding, if you don't get a thorough knowledge of the situation, it could escalate and cause more problems. Always try to get an understanding. Number 5, always want to be alive too. Set boundaries. Mm-hmm. Clear boundaries, man. You don't talk to me in that sense. I don't feel comfortable when you're telling me those and speaking to me in those terms. Those terms, those words you're saying to me don't set well with my soul. My spirit is wounded when you tell me those words. When you call me out my name, I don't feel like a man. I don't feel like I need to feel like you've made me feel in the past. Yeah. When you put it on this level, if the woman cares about you, she'll retract those statements. She will retrace what she said and try to get it right if she cares about you. Because a lot of times when people are disrespectful, it's because of something that's happening recently or in the past. It's causing it to come off on you when they're actually dealing with something internally inside them that they don't know how to deal with, so they take it out on you. Okay? Getting thorough understanding, set your boundaries. So listen, I understand you hurt about something. I don't know what's going on with you, but this behavior that you're exhibiting to me, I will not tolerate it. It is unacceptable. It will never be acceptable for you to call me out my name like that. You to say I'm cheap and you know I'm not. You to call me the B word, the N word. You know I don't go for that. That has to stop, and that has to stop right now. Put your foot down on stuff like that. Never let a woman disrespect you and you let it slide. Never do that. Catch that right then and there. And then again, and number 6, I'm gonna tell you that sometimes at a time when you let it slide or you wait. You don't let it slide, ever let it slide, but you wait for the right time. Number 6 is what? Choose the right time. Now you gotta choose the right time. You don't never let it slide, but you choose the right time to deal with it. You choose the right time to diffuse the situation. Since she's angry, she's crying, she's emotional, that might not be the best time to say, I don't like the words you're saying. First, you got to get the situation where she is acceptable and she's calmed down. Then you can deal with what's going on. But and so sometimes you have to let it wait for a little, but you never let it slide. You find an appropriate time, private space, discuss the issue. You don't try to do it in public. If you're in church, don't try to do it in church. Don't try to do it in the mall. Don't try to do it in the movie. All that kind of craziness. Let that go. Wait until you have the right time with her by yourself. You and her, right? Not the family, not all the family, because the Filipinos love to have their family. I don't know what it is. Every time they do something, they gotta have mom and papa, the sister, brother, auntie, the girlfriend, cousins. You don't need that. You just want to deal with her one-on-one. So you have to find an appropriate time to deal with the situation sometimes. It's always important to de-escalate, calm it down, and find the right time to do so. Okay, so that's how you deal with disrespect. Never let disrespecting attitude from a Filipina, a woman, even people on your job, even your superiors. When you're on a job, your superiors have to speak to you with respect. Okay, and if they don't, you need to deal with that. You need to take them to HR or take them to their superior. First of all, you try to talk to them. If they don't listen, well, I've had to do it on several of my jobs. Call me boy and Bobby and all. I said, excuse me, you know my name. Don't call me no boy. I'm not your boy, sir. You have to speak up for yourself and respect and demand respect, not in a very alienating, angry way, but an intelligent, mature way. Whether it's a Filipino, whether it's a person on your job, person in your community, family member, it's all the same thing. Disrespect is disrespect, and it should never be tolerated. Quick review, and we are. Number 1. How do you deal with disrespect from a Filipino? Stay calm. Getting angry ain't gonna help you, ain't gonna help her. Cannot fight fire with fire. You cannot put the fire out if you're just as hot as she is. Okay. Number 2, address the behavior, not the person. Excuse me, you said these words to me, and these are some words that trigger some things inside of me that I just really, really don't like. And I'm trying to figure out. Number 3 is what? Number 3, express your feelings. Talk about it. Number 4, You understand. Try to get an understanding of number 5. Then you set boundaries. Number 6, you sometimes you have to find an appropriate time to deal with it. When you're in the midst of a fire, sometimes you got to just take a time and wait till the fire is calmed down out. Then you deal with the situations. It's always appropriate to do it at the right time, in the right space, in the right place. That's it, man. So you got anybody riding train by releasing one nation of women love? This is what we got. Howard Cooper, first man up in the house. What's up, Howard? Good to see you, my brother. Long time no see, but I see you now. Coming to us from YouTube in the house. He said, yeah. Aloha to you, man. Good to see you. Ryan Train Bobby releasing One Nation Group. Yeah, man, Howard. We're trying to get our live streaming back a little bit. We'll be coming on this anniversary month, man. Lisa and I have been married for 8 beautiful, wonderful years. Okay. And we've been celebrating all month this month. November the 6th is our actual anniversary date. And we've been just overjoyed and enjoyed with each other for the last 8 years. So we are celebrating all this month. And we're celebrating by doing a live stream every day. Sometimes I do it at different times because I have other stuff to do. I actually do a lot of Upwork stuff, man. So I'm so busy. But you know, I gotta get time, make time for this. So I gotta make the time, take the time. I'm doing a lot of Upwork, and I'm doing a lot of video editing for other people as well, creation as well, and for myself. So I gotta keep this going too. So I'm back on the scene like a sex machine, trying to get my live stream back together again. So good to see you, Howard Cooper in the house, coming to us from Honolulu, Hawaii. Good to see you in the house today, man. All right, that's it, man. That's all I got today. Real quick, real short. How you deal people, how you do everything is how you do anything is how you do everything. If you do everything rough and mean, so your life's gonna be rough and mean. But if you do everything deliberative and calmly and with intention, positive intention, and carefully and prayerfully, your life will be better for it. I used to be like that. I told you back in my younger days, man, you didn't want to say nothing to me. What? You said, what, man? And I wasn't big as your hand, but I wasn't afraid. I had no fear. And that's what happens to a lot of young people nowadays. They have no fear about anything or any situation or anyone. They will come upon you. And that's how it was, you know? And then as you grow older in this life, you mature, you become more seasoned, and you get, as a man, you get into your manhood. A real man don't flare up over every little situation. That's childish. And I was immature at the time when I did it. I understand that now. I see that. And what happens as you get mature, you get older, you see other people around you doing the same things you did when you was younger. When you talk to them, they don't want to listen. You know? So you tell them what you can tell them. If they listen, fine. You know, if they don't, you know, let them go home, find out for themselves like you, the hard way. Happy Veterans Day to y'all. I think you're a veteran out there. Veterans Day was 11th of November. I normally do a veterans show. I'm not doing it right now for this period of time. Maybe later on I'll get back into it, maybe next year. I don't know. We'll see how things work out as far as StreamYard Live. I'm back on StreamYard right now. And so happy Veterans Day out there. A lot of things are happening in this world for veterans as well as around the world. As you guys know, there's a war in Israel right now, and in addition to the war in Ukraine. And we're hoping that this war in Israel won't spread to a regional war with other nations, Arab nations coming into a fight, getting involved with that. Bloodshed is not the way. I do agree that Israel has a right to defend themselves. There's no question about that. They have to defend themselves. They're surrounded by a lot of other Arab countries. And so they were wrongly done wrong by the sneak attack they did, Hamas. But at the same point, Israel has to understand that everybody is not their enemy. And they don't have to kill everybody. They don't have to go out there and bomb everybody. Deal with the people that did it. Okay? Deal with the people that did it. Palestine, the entire country of Palestinians are not their enemy. Only enemy they should be dealing with is the Hamas group that did it. So once you have dealt with the Hamas group, then you have eradicated your enemy. They need to move on. So, but there has to be some I guess there has to be some reeling in of the things they're doing, making sure that they're doing what's called a shotgun approach. Okay. You just, if somebody hits you, you get a shotgun and you take out the whole crowd. That's not the way to do it, man. That's not the way to do it. When somebody attacks you, you deal with the one that attacked you. You be specific. You just don't deal with their family and everybody. That's just wrong. Yeah, that goes against all international rule and all international law. So you got to be more specific. Again, I am all for Israel defending themselves. They have to. They're surrounded by a lot of enemies. But at the same time, you deal with the ones that did it to you, not innocent people that had nothing to do with it. Okay? Just because they're Palestinian does not make them your enemy. Okay, that's all I got to say on that. No, I don't want y'all to get me wrong, but he's talking about the Palestinians. They're bad people. They're not bad. Some of the Hamas, the group that did it, is bad. Most Palestinians are just like you and me, regular people. They're not violent. They don't want to fight nobody. And they had nothing to do with the attack that the Hamas group did. So that's the distinction that Israel has to make when they come against their enemies, dealing with the ones that did it versus the ones that didn't have nothing to do with it. So far, they haven't been doing a very good job of that. And many innocent people have lost their lives in this war. And so I'm praying on a daily basis that this war, not only the war at Hamas with Israel, but the war with Ukraine and Russia be resolved as quickly as possible, and that the bloodshed will be limited as much as possible. War is not the answer. Okay, peace is the answer, and love is the way. That's my motto. That's what I say all the time. Peace is the answer, and love is the way. You got to find a way to care and share and help one another grow in this world together, because that's what it's all about. Moving along, helping each other one by one, side by side. But yeah, that's what I got, man. How to deal with the Filipino disrespectfulness. You got to stay strong. Okay. You can't be mama's boy. You can't cry. You can't be a toy boy. Let her do what she wants. Please, don't do that. Because if you do, you never regain your manhood. What happens is whenever you allow a Filipino to disrespect you, they're slowly eradicating your manhood away from you. They're taking it away from piece by piece, inch by inch. And before you know it, you got nothing. You have no self-respect. You're allowing yourself to be manipulated by someone that really just wants to use you and abuse you. And that's not what life is all about. Life is about sharing, caring, moving along, getting along together in this world. So when you have someone that's for you, they will not go about disrespecting. Now, disrespect can happen in unintentional manners. No question about that. You can unintentionally disrespect someone. That's why you have to sit down and communicate and know, what did you say? Oh, you ain't got to do all that. Talk about it, walk about it, speak about it, eat about it, sleep about it, and come to peace about it. So you can kind of understand what happened and resolve the situation and not escalate it, but de-escalate it, as I said earlier. That's all I got for you, man. It was nice seeing you, man. Okay, guys, it's all for now. I will see you guys on the backside of my BobbieD. Take care. God bless. And peace. See you on the backside of my. Take care.